So today I have the unboxing, which is a replacement of a tarot deck. So I realized recently that my Centennial deck of the classic Rider-Waite Smith deck was missing and I needed to replace it. And I decided to go ahead and upgrade to the set. So I was at an event and I either misplaced or sat down my bag that had a couple books in it and this deck as well as one of my favorite water jugs. It was like 70s and it was all groovy and it said equality, and I had a fox sticker on it, so sad. But anyways, so I have replaced the deck and I went ahead and upgraded it to the full set, which I'm really excited about, and so I thought I would have an opening to share it with y'all. Okay, so I have already removed the plastic, and let's go ahead and open it for the very first time. Ta-da! Oh my goodness, look how beautiful. I love the vines, the leaves. Okay, so let's go to the left side. So you see I have a nice little cabbie and the deck. And beneath it is a gauze to keep the deck in. It's gorgeous. And the other side, I don't know if you can see the black and gray with the roses. Oh, it's gorgeous. Okay, so we have books and we should have postcards. So I thought I would start by sharing these first. And so let's start with the first book. So the artwork in the times. Oh, look at that. That is amazing. We've got someone flirting. I love that he has a handy leg. People dancing all around. And then someone not liking the dancing. I love that. Okay. So the author is acknowledgments, introduction. Ah, and there's Pixie. I love that picture of her. All right. So this is supposed to go into the story on how the tarot was created. Oh, look at some of the art. I love this. So this is all from 1902, 1901. So tarot has a huge history on how it started being a game, and then it evolved over years from being a game played, I think, in the Middle East. I could be wrong, but I think it was Turkey. And then it moved into Europe, and it has had many creations. And the most famous one is the Rider-Waite Smith deck that evolved into the tarot that we know today. So this book goes into just so much history. The illustrations. Oh, let me just skip ahead. That way some of it's still a surprise if you are interested in getting the deck yourself. Oh, let me see that. I love that. Okay. Wow. Oh, look at that. A copy of a handwritten letter from Pamela. Oh. I love things like this. Okay, so that's the first book that we see when we open it. So I'm going to put that down here. The second one is wrapped, and I believe this is going to be, one second, let me cut this off camera. So I believe this is going to be, yeah. So this is going to be my definitions. Oh, look at that. The High Priestess. She has a lunar crescent at her feet. Explaining the cards with such depth. The Emperor. So the deck that I had a very small book, which I don't know if I used, just because if you work with the tarot, you know the tarot, and then you have your own interpretation that kind of leans off of that. So, very well detailed book. So this is the author Rider-Waite book. The basic spreads, 5-card spread. The woven spread. The spread that I learned as a child was similar to this, minus these, which talks about you and then what your guides are assisting you with. I've never seen it described that way, but that's how, growing up, I learned how to do it. You, them, outcome. Yep, there's so many variations. So this is beautiful. Oh my, and now some artwork. I am probably going to frame some of this. My wife and I love, oh, they're postcards. My wife and I love old imagery. And this symbol is somewhere in all of the tarot. Each card is supposed to have her signature in there, Pixie's signature. Oh, that's beautiful, the Empress. I love it. Look at her gown. Oh, that's so cool. All right, so those are the postcards. Let me put that actually in here. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, so those are the postcards. Then we have a large print. You are merry, so am I. Ha ha. Oh. The hollyhock flowers. I love it. The Tudor building. There's something about this pyramid, or not pyramid, I'm sorry, chessboard kind of set there in her purse. That's intriguing to me for some reason. Oh, and there's Pixie. I love that picture. It's gorgeous. Let's leave her up. All right, so the deck. Let me take off the plastic. Okay, away with it. So the Centennial edition. So what's special about this is it brings back a lot of the original colors and art that was taken away when it became mass-produced. And there's a lot of things that were missed and taken away because of the change of the colors, which is why this deck is important. I read that first line with the crescent moon at her feet. And she's reading a tarot scroll. I love that. Okay, the Empress. So I'm just going to go through the major just to see the difference. There's that old influence at that time. And the wreaths. I love how gentle this feels while being strength. Iconic. Look how large the horse is compared to the people. That's interesting. The two dogs, the towers, lobster, the sun, judgment. Okay, and then we have the minor, which I always find to be much more interesting in the reads because they're so intricate and so much detail that goes into them. So I will get to know this deck, see what her purse. All right. So that was just a quick share. Just a quick share of this new deck, or a replacement of the deck, and oh, I had started doing that. A replacement of the deck and an opening of the Centennial gift box that includes all of the wonderful pictures in it. So I love this. I already love the deck. I already know that. But this collection, this alone is worth it. I'm going to frame that and put it on my wall just to celebrate the history of people and how through the generations, how the tools of today, how we use them, and we should always honor and celebrate the people of our past. So, all right. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little share and that you're having a beautiful day or night wherever you are, and happy witching.